What if you wake up one morning and learn that the man you've been living with is actually a woman? Story time. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel Zabacus TV, where we post the full version of our stories. The link is in our bio. Subscribe, like, and share. Someone might need to hear this today. Lucia Wells had never believed in love at first sight, until the day she met Kenneth at University B. She remembered it like it happened yesterday. He was standing by the library entrance, fumbling with a pile of books, pushing his glasses up nervously, and smiling in a way that made her heart flutter. That awkward smile, that quiet charm. Something about him felt different, felt right. From that day, their lives intertwined. They studied together, laughed together, and shared dreams of a future neither had imagined before. Every small gesture, Kenneth's habit of humming softly while reading, the way he nervously twisted his ring, made Lucia fall deeper in love. By the time they graduated, they couldn't imagine life apart. Marriage was natural, a promise of forever. The early years of their marriage were blissful. Quiet mornings with tea, evenings reading stories to their children, prayers whispered together at night. Lucia often thanked God for blessing her with Kenneth, a partner who seemed to care for her deeply. They had children, and with each birth, Lucia felt her heart swell with gratitude. Kenneth was attentive, loving, and deeply involved in family life. Their home was filled with laughter, and for a long time life felt perfect. But slowly, small things began to unsettle her. A faint scent of perfume in the living room. A single earring lying on the floor. A lipstick mark on a coffee cup. A fashion magazine left on the bedroom shelf. At first she dismissed it all. I must be imagining things, she told herself. But the feeling lingered, growing heavier each day. Kenneth started going out more often, sometimes coming home late with vague explanations. Friends, meetings, errands. He still smiled, kissed the children, and seemed loving, yet something felt off. Lucia's thoughts became restless. Maybe Kenneth was having an affair. Maybe he was attracted to other women. Her mind raced through possibilities, each one more painful than the last. One Friday night, Kenneth said he was going out with friends. Just a quick drink, he promised. But something about his tone didn't feel right. She decided she needed answers. She followed him. The streets were quiet, the air crisp, and Lucia's heart pounded. She parked across the street from a club he entered. Her breath caught as she saw him, or rather what she thought was him. Under the bright lights, dressed elegantly, hair perfectly styled, makeup flawless, was Kenneth. Her jaw dropped. Her mind couldn't process it. Is he cheating? Or what is this? She blinked again, convinced her eyes were deceiving her. But no, this was Kenneth, standing as a woman, laughing with a confidence she had never seen before. The gestures, the nervous brush of hair, the tilt of the head. Unmistakably Kenneth. Lucia sat in her car, trembling, tears streaming down her face. Kenneth, her Kenneth. Dressed as a woman, laughing with such ease at the nightclub, had shaken her world to its core. When Kenneth returned home, exhausted and oblivious to her silent storm, she couldn't hold it in any longer. We need to talk, she said, her voice quivering. I saw you tonight, she whispered. I don't understand. Please, tell me the truth. Kenneth's eyes softened, guilt and fear mingling. Lucia, I never wanted you to find out this way. I've carried this secret for so long, for fear, for shame. I didn't know how to be myself and still keep our family intact. Lucia's voice shook. Why didn't you tell me? How could you hide this? Live with me. Raise our children while pretending to be someone else. He took a deep breath, shoulders heavy with the weight of years. I've been fighting inside myself my whole life. Growing up, I didn't know where I belonged. I loved my family, I loved you. But there was this other side, this voice, this spirit. It confused me, led me away from who I truly was. I didn't understand. I didn't know how to reconcile it. Lucia felt her heart ache. So all this time, it wasn't about other women or cheating. It was this? Yes, Kenneth whispered. I was lost. I loved you too much to give up, but I didn't know how to fight what was inside me. That night, Lucia knelt beside him in their bedroom, tears falling on their intertwined hands. "Lord," she prayed aloud, her voice trembling, "you know my heart. You know Kenneth's heart. Heal him. Give us wisdom. Show us the way." For the first time in years, Kenneth bowed his head and prayed with her, honestly, openly, surrendering the confusion, the fear, the conflict inside him. The weeks that followed were not easy. There were tears, long conversations, moments of doubt, but also small miracles. Kenneth began opening up about his childhood wounds, the pressure to hide who he was, the fear of rejection. They prayed together every night, asking God for strength, wisdom, and healing. Slowly, Kenneth started to embrace his role as a husband and father fully. The internal struggle began to fade as he surrendered to Christ, letting God guide his heart. One evening, while watching their children play in the yard, Kenneth turned to Lucia. "I feel different, lighter. I feel like I'm finally the man I was meant to be. Your husband, our children's father. God is changing me from the inside out." Lucia smiled through tears. "I can see it, Kenneth. I can see him working in you. Keep holding on to him, keep praying, keep trusting." Through prayer, confession, and faith, the couple began to rebuild not just trust, but a life anchored in God. Kenneth's transformation was gradual but real. The spirit that had fought inside him for years lost its grip as he surrendered fully to Christ. Lucia learned that God's power is greater than fear, confusion, or past wounds. And Kenneth learned that no struggle, no matter how deep, is stronger than God's ability to restore hearts. Together they prayed, they laughed, they cried, and slowly, step by step, they became the family God intended them to be. A family grounded in faith, honesty, and divine restoration. If you ever feel lost, confused, or broken, remember that God can restore hearts, heal wounds, and transform lives. Pray, trust Him, and allow Him to guide